Hunting for success in a New South Wales state forest is earned. It's never given. You don't rock up at 4 p.m. on the side of a hill like on private property knowing exactly where the deer are going to be. It's days, weeks, months, and even years chasing success. It's pain and it's disappointment. But when a plan comes together, the success earned from grit and determination makes it just that much sweeter. On this trip, the boys and I tasted success and disappointment. It was more lived experiences and cherished memories enjoying this culture we so dearly love. With friends both new and old, sit back and enjoy the journey of this epic hunting adventure, chasing the ghosts of the bush. All right, guys, welcome back to AHP Outdoors. We're here for another hunt, deer hunting. We've just set up camp, but you're not going to believe it. Some of the boys got here last night and they went out in the morning, and guess what? Got me buddy here, Brenos Outdoors. He went on a hunt to a different forest last week and he shot a buck, and he's here on the first morning hunt. And what have you got, mate? He's already got another one, guys. You're not going to believe it. So just give us a quick, small rundown, man. What actually happened?
So this morning we went out for a hunt. We heard this guy croaking. We made a game plan, got downwind. He was in the thick stuff, but we couldn't shoot him in there. So we found a little clearing, moved in on the clearing, and then we croaked. He come in, couldn't believe it, and come into about 30 metres, shot him, lung shot, and he ran about 50 metres, and then, yeah, there
Look at this, guys. Can you believe that? First morning of the trip, look at it. First morning of the trip, he's already got a deer. It's awesome, guys. So anyway, I'm actually going to be out here for about 7 days or so. So it's going to be a good hunt. It's still quite warm, very warm actually in the middle of the day. So anyway, come along for the ride, come along for the journey. So I reckon it is going to be awesome. Even though the weather during the day was quite warm, we got out the axe and chopped up some firewood and prepped the fire, ready to relax with the boys around the warm glow upon our return to camp. We plan to cook some delicious meat over the hot coals, and I know I keep saying it, but this is living. The day was getting on and it was time to go out and sit with the boys in a spot I'd seen deer at before. Our mate Dan was new to hunting and we were keen to get his eyes on a deer, and you know what? If we were lucky, maybe even get a shot off if luck was on our side. Dan went on a hunt a week earlier and was almost successful on his first ever deer hunt. We were hoping for a bit of luck would grace us on the first afternoon of the trip. Walking into our spot in the newly planted pine, you really start to enjoy hunting in a pine forest. The smell of the pine cones, the soft pine needles underfoot, it definitely is worthy of giving it a try yourself. We perched our backsides on a lone rock in the middle of nowhere to give us an extra viewing advantage over the young pine. There was also copious amounts of flea-bane weeds which had taken over many acres of the newly planted pine forest. So we just got into our spot. We're going to spend about, I don't know, maybe about 2 hours here, maybe 2.5 hours, just until nightfall. Got this beautiful vantage point over this valley, probably, I don't know, Leif, what do you reckon? About probably 500 metres, 600 metres, probably more actually. But we're not really going to be shooting that far.
Actually, you know what, it probably is.
Yeah, it's probably about 1 kilometre up this hill. We're going to see down through this valley, see if we can see any movement, any fallow, maybe some sambar, who knows. This is generally a fallow forest, but there is sambar moving in, and my mate here did shoot a sambar on the last trip. So well done to you, sir, well done. But it's going to be a long trip. Sometimes we wish, you don't shoot something the first day, but then you get to the last day and you haven't shot anything and you think to yourself, oh shit, I wish I'd have shot something on day one. So anyway, we're going to knuckle down here for the next 2.5 hours and hope for the best. But look at these views, man. I love being down here in the pines, sitting with these guys here, having a great time. So anyway, let's get to the important bit, shutting up and doing some shooting. The sun was heading towards the mountains, and we'd only been sitting around for around an hour when we saw 2 fallow deer pop out onto the track around 500 metres away. We observed them to see what they do when they were out in the open.
Too far. They're coming back in.
So it's getting on about 5:30. Just down here we saw a bunch of deer, about 3 or 4 of them. And it's amazing how they actually just come out onto the side. Looks like they're eating some grass. Looks like something spooked them. Definitely wasn't us, because we're about 525 metres away, but they just disappeared into this fresh cut pine. Anyway, my mate was rattling before. Nothing came out. We haven't heard any croaking. But it's amazing, even with the just low cut or freshly planted pine, it's amazing how they can just disappear. It's crazy. But anyway, it's the first day. We've still got, 6.5 days to go. The sun was starting to leave our hunt behind, and we saw something down at the bottom of the hill. After losing sight of what it was, I said to Dan, if it's a deer, it may come up around the drop-off right in front of us. And guess what? That's exactly what happened. It was at this point, around 170 metres away, that I thought the buck was onto us. Somehow, we'd made too much noise. I could feel Dan's heart beating out of his chest. His first ever buck in his rifle sights on the first afternoon of his second ever deer hunt. Talk about good luck.
Okay, when he clears the tree, whenever you're ready, if you feel comfortable, go for it. Reload. Reload, he's here.
Dan wasn't sure if he'd hit the deer, and we were running out of light fast. Dan decided to make off after the deer, not knowing if the shot had connected. Even though the pine was freshly planted, the ghosts of the bush just disappear into the khaki abyss, and they're gone for good. Dan just went down to have a look, and apparently it was still down there. It got up and ran, it's disappeared. We can't find it, so we're gonna head back. We're gonna come back in the morning and hopefully we pick it up. But yeah, okay, it might be injured. We're hoping that's not the case, and we're hoping it expires quickly, but it seemed to not run far, but it just disappeared into the scrub like 10 metres away, he said. So anyway, we're gonna hope for the best, come back in the morning, and hopefully we can locate it. I'm gonna come back early with 3 of the guys, and we're gonna scout this whole area.
How far out do you reckon he was?
Well, it wasn't that far.
3 metres.
Yeah.
And then he must have gone down again, but it was so dark. Because he didn't keep running. I would have heard him keep running. It just went quiet.
Once the sun went down, the temperatures dropped significantly. We headed back to camp to see if the boys had any luck, to cook some food over the fire and tell the boys about how Dan's afternoon hunt went down.
Okay.
Stick, perfect measurement.
All right, Orlando got his first deer. Well done, man. Tell us what happened.
So I was hunting with my dad, and he was looking around, spotted a doe, walked off. So he kept looking around. He saw 2 does, 1 little fawn, and he told me to take a shot. So I moved where I could see it. I lined it up, bang.
Well done,
I got
man.
excited, yeah.
Awesome. How good is that? Look at that, man. Very good.
First deer down.
First deer down. Very nice. Nice little fallow. And that is going to be a great eater. Well done, man. High five. Well done.
Nice beach towel.
That sleeper got up to him.
Cotton.
He had it on his shoulder.
The boys wrapped up the deer to cool off overnight so they could spend the next morning breaking down the deer. The best part of the night was on, which was smashing down some of those delicious chicken ribs, and Jay decided to treat us to something special he had acquired himself a week earlier.
He was about to go to us. I saw us and I was like, you don't scare my deer.
That's what, those teamers. And all that. They deliver.
Chicken rib allergies.
Did anyone do a welcome to a country ceremony?
Really?
It sounded like he hit it. It had the front.
Oh, look at that. Probably hit it. Jesus, back a bit. Whee!
All right, the chicken wings are coming off the fire. We love the chicken wings. Technically chicken ribs. It's all right, we'll just scrape them off.
Oh, well, that's good.
How are the chicken ribs, Muzz?
Oh, man.
I don't want to have to censor this.
Sorry. That is insane.
All right, guys, what's the verdict?
Tastes like shit. What's in this?
Beautiful.
Reg, Jay, Dan, what do you reckon?
Amazing.
Bloody beautiful, man. That's
It's absolutely terrible.
We sat around the fire after the chicken ribs to get warm, and Jay brought out the big guns.
Righto, so over the past few weeks, I've been collecting up a few mud crabs, saving them up, cleaned them up, froze them down, saving them up for this trip. And yeah, bit of mud crab for dinner.
Beautiful. Look at these guys. Look at this. Oh, to put on the fire. Absolutely delicious. Look at that. Beautiful.
The size of that.
Oh. How's that going to taste, man? Fantastic or what?
They're going to be absolutely fantastic. It's too hard to shut the rye basket with these things in there.
These are massively heavy.
Okay, he's going to stay. Good.
Stay.
Inside there's still a little bit...
Or, you know what? See this wood? Well, fuck that wood.
All right, guys, look at these. Just these crabs. Imagine being out in the bush and getting a feed like this, guys. Oh.
There you go, Case.
Perfect. All right. Oh, look at this, guys. Hell yeah, look at that, mate. After dinner, we sat around talking, laughing, roasting marshmallows over the fire, and looking forward to day 2. It was already a brilliant start to the hunt. We got up early with the plan to try and find Dan's buck. Rick was staying back at camp to break down his son's deer from the day before. It was a beautiful day in the state forest and the sunrise was just magnificent. I really do dread the day when I'm too old to do this anymore. All right, so we got up this morning, it's just sunrise. Look at this. Sunrise, guys, absolutely fantastic. So we're here with the boys now. We're actually just gonna go find that deer from last night. Dan did say when he went in there, it popped up at about 3 or 4 metres away and then bolted away about 10 metres, but it was just getting too dark, so we had to come back. So we're up early this morning. Oh, this is what it's all about, guys. A brilliant, brilliant view. Beautiful sunrise. Where else would you rather be than out hunting in State Forest in New South Wales? So we're going to go in, and it's probably going to take us a while. We may not find it, but wish us luck. Well, unfortunately, we're not having much luck. It's like trying to, oh shit, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Ah, man, this would have been a great first buck for him. Anyway, it's not that tall, but again, any sort of scrub, it's hard to find when you can't see, you know, what's underneath. Even though the pine, as you can see here, it's only relatively small, replanted. Anyway, let's keep going. For 2.5 hours, we were having no luck finding the deer, but there was sign of deer activity everywhere. All right, so we're looking for a deer, and we're hearing this one croak just over here on this hill, but we can't see it. You heard it, eh?
Yeah, I think it's too far away.
Nah,
I'll be just down in that
gully.
gully down there.
That's amazing. Sometimes they seem, far away, and sometimes it seems like they're close. You can't really tell, eh? With Brenos on the binos now. Listen, we can replace one with the other, eh? If we can get another one. We prefer to get this one so we can get the meat off it, but,
We're not looking for dead deer anymore. We're looking for live ones.
yeah. Well, listen, we're going to probably track back through there again. We saw the blood on that, was it like rotted out stump, on some twigs and on some little branches. Anyway, we've got a long way to go left, guys. This is why we love hunting. We love it. And remember, check out Brenos Outdoors on his YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the description. We walked around for another half an hour and we found some blood-soaked branches lying on the ground in the direction where the buck had run to. It was a good sign, but there was still no deer to be found. All right, we've been looking for about 2 hours. No luck. We saw a lot of blood. It was a good-sized buck, but it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack here. It's his first hunt. He would have been stoked to get that deer, but that's hunting. So he's learning new things as time goes on. We're all learning new things over the years. But anyway, that would have been a good one, eh?
Been good, yeah. It's a big buck.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter anyway, because listen, it matters, but we would have loved to get the meat, but Breno got a deer already on the first morning that he was here, buck. We would have had a buck on the first night that we're here too, so that would have been 2 bucks on the first day. Holy hell, that would have been fantastic. A lot of meat, but still plenty of days to go. That's hunting. Sometimes it is what it is, but hopefully you'll get another one, man. Hopefully today's your day, if not over the next few days.
2 more days.
Yeah. Oh, well. I guess we didn't find the buck. We'll have to try again this afternoon, I guess. See how we go. We headed back to camp empty-handed and with disappointment. Even the good luck rainbow didn't bring us the treasures we so dearly desired. The good news was, on the way back, Reggie got on the UHF radio to let us know he was successful in taking a deer on his morning hunt. On the way back, we saw these emus just running around aimlessly. They'd run, stop, walk. Then they decided to take a bolt down the road. Emus. They're odd creatures, that's for sure. Back at camp, Reggie was using the air compressor method to see if the deer was going to be easy to skin.
Yeah, we went for a hunt this morning, and the boys sort of came out to give me a hand to have a look for them. And
You found it?
Yeah, man, it was like, man, it didn't run far, and there wasn't that much blood. There was just a few drops, and it was pretty hard to track, but yeah, probably 20 metres in, eh? Yeah, so, yeah, pretty stoked. Nice little fellow. Love the colour of him, so I'm going to try and take the rug off him. Just found the bullet.
Not there.
I was using the 6.5 Creedmoor, the 129 grain American whitetail. It's like all mushroomed up.
See the light.
Reg and the boys helped break down the deer, and Reg was keen to take the skin for a nice rug for his lounge room. What do you reckon, Reggie? Put that on your floor somewhere, on your couch?
Yeah, on the floor. My daughter's room, she wants one.
Good job, boys.
It was only the mid-afternoon and the rain decided to set in. We were hoping it would clear before the afternoon hunt. Well, fingers crossed anyway. The rain cleared off just as quick as it came, and me and Muzz walked into our spot again to see if there were any deer would present and in what places. Let's just say, at different points throughout the afternoon, there were deer absolutely everywhere. were seeing fallow deer running around, we were seeing sambar, we were seeing absolutely everything. But unfortunately, nothing was going right. The wind was howling in the wrong direction, the location of the deer were too far away, and the rain clouds had returned and it looked like it was going to rain again. Talk about putting a dampener on the afternoon hunt.
All right, so I've probably got about 20 minutes worth of shooting light left. Muzz just went down here to the crest to see what he could see over the crest, if it's going to be a good vantage point to come back for another day. Clouds have crept in again. Looks like it's going to rain again. It's gotten a bit chilly, very, very windy. Thank God for this microphone, because I tell you, you wouldn't be able to hear anything I'm saying right now in this wind. It's probably about 25 km/h winds. But where else would you rather be, guys? Out here, state forest hunting, there is nothing better.
All right, just coming up here. Sorry, it's bright as hell, man. Look at a nice little sweet doe, little sweet eater.
Yeah, mate, nice little sweet eater. Come out right on dark. We got a lot of bucks. I prefer to eat does. Nice eating doe.
All right, we've got some chicken wings we're putting on the fire. We've got some lamb skewers left over. We've also got some honey beef sausages going on the fire. We're going to eat like kings. It's going to be great.
Next, Reg.
Thank you. Bloody beautiful.
The rich orange pastels of the morning sun engulfed the clouds on the distant horizon. My mate asked if I'd take his son out while he packed up camp to let him have a hunt on his final morning of the trip. I scouted a spot earlier in the trip, so we decided a sit and wait method would be most productive. The autumn sun peeked over the mountains and the commercial airline condensation trails were on full display. We walked into our spot to sit down, and not even 5 minutes after sitting down, we were already seeing deer. I know this happens, but I've never seen it in person, let alone being able to film it.
Let's see if it's a good little buck too. I bet he's going to jump it. Oh, there he goes. Wow. Now he's just eating.
We are just out here early this morning. We just got here just before sunup behind the mountains, so probably about 10 minutes late. And I'm here with Orlando. This is my mate's son. He wants to, shoot a deer, so he come out this morning. The other boys are back at camp caping out their deer, so hopefully he's got his 270. Hopefully he's going to have some success. Hopefully we see something. We're not sure if we're going to see something yet, but we've had good success here in the past and places around this area. So I reckon he's going to be pretty excited to try and shoot a deer if we can see one this morning, but we'll see how we go.
The sun popped over the mountains with the sunbeams splitting the tree line. To our right, not even 170 metres, a fallow buck deer was coming out of the blackberries on the creek line. We got ready as quick as we could, and I pulled him up by making a noise so we could get a broadside shot. This is what happened next.
Okay, just gotta get on the gun. I'm gonna turn him round. I'm gonna make a noise, yeah. Wait. Woo! Go again, wait. Go again. Woo! Woo! Woo!
All right, guys, that was amazing. We saw this buck just come out of this creek and was moving up into this nice open area of all these weeds. I guess Orlando was a little bit nervous. I don't blame him. It was a good sized little buck. And all of a sudden I decided we had to pull him up because he was moving further and further away. And I didn't know that Orlando was trying to shoot him in the head. And it just missed, guys. I'm going to show you the footage in slow motion right now. It just missed, man. Oh, God, it was so close. It was unbelievable. We didn't wound him. That was the main thing. Anyway, that was a great experience here for young Orlando, even though he didn't hit it. Next time I said, remember, shoot just above the shoulder and to the back. Shoot him in the body. Because the head at 179 metres, I range finded at. At the end of the day, it's good to shoot him in the body. You've got a bigger target. There's, I might say much more chance of error, but at the end of the day, shoot him in the body. Don't shoot him in the head. Unless they're really close, then you can shoot him in the head. But anyway, man, You did your best, mate. It was a great experience. You're going to learn from this, and this is what hunting's all about, guys. So, good stuff. Anyway, man, it was so close, man. It was so close, but
I'll get another one.
You'll get another one, man, next time.
We pulled up stumps after the morning hunt and headed back to camp for brekkie. Breno got his second buck for the trip, and Dan finally got his first fallow deer. He did it all on his own, and he came out victorious on this trip. Well done, mate. All right, guys, it's with great disappointment that Breno has got another deer. What an absolute bastard. Look at him. Mate, we're going to start calling you the Buckmaster from now on, sir.
3 bucks, Breno, please.
That's right. Breno, guys, has shot 3 bucks in the last, week? Well done, man. Well done. Congratulations. Good amount of meat there. Lots of Twiggy sticks, lots of sausages. Nice work. Nice work.
Very ready this one too, so it should be good eating.
All right, look who got a deer. Well done, man.
Thanks, mate.
Well done.
Nice deer.
Oh, little whitey. Yeah, little Judas deer, we call them, the white deer, because they give all the other deer away, same as the Judas goats. How do you feel, man, after the first one? You missed that big buck, but this is still pretty good, man.
I'm happy, mate. It's the last hunt. We're leaving today, so I'm stoked.
Beautiful. Nice one, man. We'll get some meat off this one. It'll be fantastic. Perfect.
The salt came out and all the skins were salted up in preparation for the tanning process. Orlando was pretty stoked with his cape, and his dad, aka the old buck, was showing the way for the new young bucks of the future. Days were running out, and my mate and I decided to try a brand new part of the forest we had never hunted before. We were barely in position, and a fallow doe was spotted disappearing back up a game trail and into the bush. I could barely get my camera on her, but when I did, it was game over.
Let's go. Wait. You hit it, dude. Well done. Good shot. Yeah, good shot, man. He's down.
Yep, it's down. It's been hit good.
All right, go, mate. Well done again. He produces the goods. on this beautiful, I don't know what day is, whatever day it is. I don't even know at this point. We've been here for so long. And I think all up it was, I don't know, about 280 metre shot somewhere, something like that. And, you know, we thought at first it wasn't the best shot, but it expired pretty quickly, probably within about 20 seconds after it was shot. So absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, good.
Another one for the trip, man. Well done. He always produces the goods for me when I need to make a video. Because as you guys know, it's hard to film on your own when you're carrying all this camera gear, and it's just an absolute nightmare. So we're going to get this one fixed up, take him back to camp. Man, this is hunting, mate. This is hunting.
I know some people might say you shouldn't take a shot at a deer with them facing away from you, but my mate has a lot of experience in hunting and long-range shooting, and you can see the bullet hole just missed the spine and came out the right front shoulder, and it was dead in 15 seconds. We packed up the deer in the car and we made our way back to camp in the dwindling light to enjoy our last night at hunting camp. On the way back, we saw this bloody samba right out in the middle of nowhere. Unbelievable. My mate gutted the deer before dinner, and Jay was preparing some delicious venison cutlets for the crew. And some of us, well, they were too bloody busy sleeping after shooting nothing on their afternoon hunt. But then again, this hunting business is quite tiring.
All right, what do we got there, Jay?
These are venison cutlets.
Absolutely delicious to go on the fire again tonight, guys. We've had these before, and they're absolutely delicious. Just better than lamb. What do they call them?
Cutlets.
Cutlets. Better than lamb cutlets, mate. What do you reckon?
Yeah, mate, absolutely.
Okay, now it's time for venison cutlets. This is Jay's special, and we really can't wait to try these bad boys out.
I think also on there, have a look, Mars, have a look on them. Yeah. Then they've got, you said, some roast vegetable seasoning, so we're going to try that, see how that comes out.
That's right, yeah.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I watched him on
Oh, how good do they look? What do you reckon, Jay? Look good?
They look pretty good to me.
All right, guys, here we've got some beautiful venison cutlets and some potato salad. Wow. Hey, Jay. Very good. Who thought venison would be so good? Fantastic.
After dinner, we cozied up to the campfire, already making plans for the next hunting trip. I cherish each and every one of these hunts I go on and film, and for different reasons, and this one is no different. Thanks for watching. I don't take it for granted. I'll see you on the next one.